is Justin Doyle, and I'm from Southern Ontario. I specialize in boxing and sambo fighting. You guys are going to see a new Justin Doyle, Fist of Fury, agile, fast. I know nothing about my opponent, but I hope that he's ready for this fight because Fist will be coming in at both angles. What I've said to my opponent is be ready for the fight of your life because I'm coming at you full tilt.
Well, I'll tell you what, he should have studied some film on this next guy because Mark Boots Holst is a competitor in all different facets of martial arts. You know what, when you have a chance to study Pete, you know, I don't understand why you wouldn't. I mean, a lot of these guys are first-time fighters and or fighting guys that don't have a lot of film, but there's tendencies that you can pick up in anything. And I know from my football background, we used to spend hours and hours literally trying to dissect what was going to happen next and what we would do to defend that. So this may be a mistake as far as not knowing what Mark Boots Holst can do because you were very familiar with what his abilities are.
No one has spilt more opponents' blood in the freedom fight ring than Mark Boots Holst, but, you know, to Justin Doyen's defense, he didn't have much time to research. He literally took this fight 2 hours before the weigh-ins yesterday. Yes, I said 2 hours. His teammate Derek Giroux was supposed to be the opponent. Unfortunately, his house burnt down the night before the weigh-ins. Justin showed up, saw me all stressed out, and said, "Hey, I'm licensed, I'll fight." And here he is. That's a warrior.
My name is Mark Holst, and I'm from Ottawa, Ontario. I specialize in Muay Thai kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. For all the fans that came out, all the Awama students, I'm just going to put on a good show for you guys. I don't know much about my opponent, but hopefully he'll be able to stand up with me. Justin, let's go out there and put on a good show tonight.
Well, Boots is one of those guys where when you meet him, you would have no idea that he does what he does. One of the most likable guys, always smiling, always joking. I tell you, he's a real pain in the butt to do a pre-fight interview because he's so nice. What do you think of your opponent? He's a really nice guy. Like, this guy's awesome, but you know what? He's the Thai instructor at Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts. Just got back from California where he just destroyed Forrest Griffin's stand-up coach, his teacher. Wow. So this guy has been around the block, and as I said, you know, he's fought for freedom fight before, and he has spilt a lot of blood on the canvas. He's made the carpet cleaning after the events very difficult, let's just say that.
Well, and I've seen him in a couple of Muay Thai events and dominating in that aspect of martial arts as well. Obviously, doing everything to hone his skills at every level. Mark Boots Holst will be a formidable opponent, and that's maybe why, and I guess I stepped on it here a little bit, as to why they didn't do a lot of research, is taking a fight 2 hours before a weigh-in. Pete, have you ever had that happen before?
No, I've lost a fight 2 hours before the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
No, I've never had anyone do that. And, you know, Justin Doyen will, no matter the outcome of this, will always have my respect, and my door will always be open to him because of that. That's what warriors are made of. But, you know, you touched on Mark Boots Holst being well-rounded and touching on every facet of MMA. You saw a blue belt on him. That's a blue belt in Renzo Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They don't give those suckers away. You have to earn those, and I tell you, he's earned it. So whether it's on the mat or on stand-up, Boots is ready for you.
Well, this should be an actual barn burner. With the striking ability, with the kicking ability of both of these guys, I just look for action-packed right from the opening bell.
And what I'm looking for is possibly the next contender for the Freedom Fight 155 title, which is coming up soon. I'm looking to incorporate titles possibly at the next show, and we might be seeing a future competitor right here.
Most definitely. The consummate promoter always looking up for the next show already. That's fantastic.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Sunbury, Ontario's Team Shredder, a striking specialist looking to climb the Freedom Fight ranks. Weighing in at 155 pounds, give a big got to know welcome to Justin Doyen.
Another note, he was a little bit overweight, only having 2 hours to cut, but Mark was cool with it. I believe he was 6 pounds overweight yesterday.
Well, and under those
the
circumstances, that's not a
his
whole lot,
opponent
that's for sure.
fighting out of the red corner. Proudly representing Ottawa's Academy of Martial Arts, he is a vet of Freedom Fight 2006 and is now returning to make an impact in front of his hometown fans. Weighing in at 155 pounds, Mark Boots Holmes!
Last show of respect for his teacher, Pat Cooligan. Despite the weight difference, it looks like Boots has a little bit of reach and a little bit of height.
Most definitely, and we'll see if he's able to take advantage of that. You've seen Mark a couple times. Is he a guy that's going to explode right off the get-go here?
It really depends. I've seen him explode, and I've seen him be very tentative. He really wants this. I think he's going to come in, and as soon as Doyen clinches, I think he's going to go for it. But Doyen's got good takedowns and some ground and pound, so I'm anxious to see how this unfolds. Doyen right to the clinch. Having seen Holst fight before, I highly recommend Doyen work on that takedown, because he's going to feel those hands cupping behind his head, which he already is, which is a telltale sign that the Thai strikes are coming.
Yeah, most definitely, and I've seen that from Mark Boots Holst in his Muay Thai events, and that is something that is very devastating. Once he gets that clinch and gets that head, it's very difficult to shake him.
And some good body shots from Doyen, though. That's got to be taking the wind out of Boots. He's landed like 4 or 5 good solid rights to the midsection. Oh, a solid knee by Boots.
He can bring those up right to the head. Doesn't necessarily have to bring the head down to them. Look at that.
Excellent technique, too. As fast as it comes up, it goes boom, right back to the mat, not leaving any room for a takedown. Great execution. Oh, my God. Oh, someone's bleeding, and I think I know who.
Yeah, he definitely has caught him with one of those knees and opened up a serious gash somewhere.
Folks, I've counted 8 knees to the face and head. Oh, 10, 11.
And Justin unable there, finally able to shake it, but
good Lord.
The damage is done at that point in time.
And he gets the takedown. Very, very good decision by Doyen. Unfortunately, he's taken, I counted, at least 8 to 10 solid knees to the face and head. And you can see that obviously they landed. This is real. Those are real strikes. And,
Now, for those new to MMA, you know what? There's a lot of blood that goes to the head when you are fighting. A lot of times you'll see a lot of blood, and it could be literally a half-inch little gash in the forehead or on the top of the head. It doesn't necessarily look as bad as it is.
No, there's no serious injuries going on. If there was, I wouldn't promote this sport. Let's be honest. You know, I like all these guys, and I wouldn't do something dangerous. Any of us, whether it's camping or... Oh, and they call a halt to the action.
Well, when the blood gets in the eyes and it does impede the vision, that's something that they will step in. It really depends where the cut is sustained, whether it's above the eye.
And I'm anxious to see where exactly this cut is, but a blood-soaked Mark Boots Holst puts on a Thai clinic at Freedom Fight 08. Doyen desperately trying to get out of that clinch, but once you get in there, there's just no escape sometimes.
Mark Holst obviously just looks like it's in his office when he gets into that clinch situation. You know, just all the experience that he does have definitely showed in this fight.
Oh, he split him open. As I was saying, makes my job very difficult cleaning the canvas, but you know what? One hell of a fighter, one hell of a guy. Props to Justin Doyen for stepping up, you know, last minute and getting in there. He's a true warrior, but tonight, I just don't think he was prepared for the Muay Thai arsenal.
Well, and it's one thing to take a fight last minute, but it's another thing to take one against the caliber of a guy like Mark Holst. fans very appreciative of the work by Mark Boots Holst as well, and a local favorite, as you know, Pete. He's got a lot of people that know him in this area.
Oh, there's at least 500 Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts fans.
Talk about domination.
I love them.
We got a TKO referee stoppage at 2 minutes and 2 seconds in the first round. Mark Boots Holst!
Looks like he's ready to go another 2 or 3 rounds.
You got that right. He's definitely ready to go the distance if need be.
Ringside with the winner, Mark Holst. Mark, you had the task of having to take on an opponent literally on the last minute notice because this guy actually stepped in for his teammate. What are your thoughts on having to face off somebody you really don't know anything about?
It didn't really bother me.
He's the Joker.
It didn't really bother me because, I train with the best jiu-jitsu, best Muay Thai, and definitely best MMA martial arts school in Ottawa, in Canada. Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts, Team Renzo Gracie, Ottawa.
Right, once you had things going, looks like you were picking them apart with your knees. Is that the game plan? Is that what you were looking to do?
Yeah, the game plan was to stand and bang, and if he takes me to the ground, no problem. Renzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, I get taught by the black belt, Renzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Pat Cooligan. I had the triangle, they stopped me because he was bleeding too much. No problem, next time I'll finish him.
Oh, it's a great finish. Mark Holst, ladies and gentlemen!
I just want to thank everyone, especially my mom.
Having trouble
that helps
keeping
me out
control
a
of
lot.
that microphone.
Thanks, Mom. Love you. And thanks to Team Renzo Gracie, black belt over here, Pat Cooligan. He makes everyone happen. Makes it happen. All W's right here.
Well, very modest in victory.